Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you, and welcome back to my car and yet another edition of Drive-Through Taste Test. Today we're going to be tasting a new addition to Wendy's menu. I believe it's a limited time offer, and it's their Takis Chicken Fuego sandwich along with the Takis fries and a soda. We're basically doing the entire meal. And if you're not familiar with Takis, they're this little snack in this purple bag. There are a bunch of different flavors, but I believe this is the original, at least original to me. It's the Fuego flavor, and they are a rolled tortilla chip that is coated with a red peppery seasoning, and they are very crunchy, and lots of people love them. I didn't grow up eating them, so they don't hold a huge place in my nostalgia heart. That's more of a flamin' hot Cheeto for me, and that just dates me. But these have a little bit of lime in them as well, and they're nice and crunchy. But this is what's going to be seasoning all the items in today's meal. So here's the meal, and it comes in a very nicely branded bag, as opposed to the last time I had Wendy's when I had the Krabby Patty. I'll put a link down below to that video. I was very, very disappointed that that did not come in a branded bag or packaging. But this one does. It says bring the Fuego ferocity, and it says Takis at the bottom. Appreciate that there is a distinction than the regular Wendy's bag. Wendy's, of course, is a fast food chain you can find all over the US, and this is Wendy. This was named after her, which was the founder's daughter. This meal also includes a drink, which I appreciate. The Krabby Patty meal did not include a drink. It had a pineapple under the sea frosty, which I found kind of difficult to eat my sandwich, my burger, without some sort of way of washing things down. So appreciate that this one comes with an actual beverage. This is a Coke. I love fountain Coke. Delicious, cold, icy. The main item is this sandwich, again branded. It says Takis and Wendy, and this is a chicken sandwich, not a burger. Now this is nice and hot, which I appreciate. Gotta have hot food. And here is the sandwich right here. Inside, oh, we have a Rogue Takis, which isn't very crunchy because it was touching the sauce. Ooh, spicy. I did aspirate some of that chili powder, so it went down the wrong pipe, but pleasantly tangy as well. I appreciate the level of acidity to that. Not so crunchy. I think it was touching some of the sauce here, but there is a crunch, but kind of a wet crunch. But inside this, we have a bun, we have a fried chicken patty, we have some crushed Takis, a corn, kind of elote inspired sauce. Elotes is a Mexican street dish of corn on the cob that is often dressed with mayo, lime, and chili powder. You can also get it cut off the cob and served with the same kind of toppings, often mayonnaise, a little bit of chili, lime. It's fantastic. I'll put a link to an old video I did on how to make it at home. Oh, and it also has a little bit of butter or margarine in there. It's just creamy, rich, tangy, and with fresh corn, it just tastes like summer. And then, of course, we have the chopped up red tacos. Itadakimasu. I'm kind of surprised. I don't really taste the Takis so much. I taste a little bit of cilantro though, which is nice. It tastes like a pretty ordinary chicken patty. It has that kind of deep fried chicken patty flavor. It reminds me of the chicken patties I used to get in the dorms during my freshman year in college. I ate a lot of chicken patties. I don't know why, but I did. And this tastes like that. The chicken patty itself is fine. It's not particularly juicy or succulent. In terms of texture, it's almost more like a chicken nugget, as if it's been chopped up and put back together again into a patty form, rather than being just one piece of chicken breast. It's well seasoned though, salty and peppery. And let's see if I can get more of the Takis on the second bite. So I get a little more heat on that bite from the Takis. They're a little bit spicy. The Takis, of course, have now gotten quite soggy because they've been sitting between these two buns along with the chicken patty. So they've kind of steamed up a bit. So they're no longer crunchy. And to me, they don't add that much flavor. They add some heat, but I can't really distinguish any kind of flavor. I just taste the chicken patty and a little bit of that kind of elotes inspired corn sauce in there. A little bit corny, I think, from the Takis themselves. They're based on a corn tortilla, so there's a little bit of corny taste. And a little bit of tang, but not much. Mostly I just tasted chicken patty that's a little bit spicy. I like this little addition here. I was actually going to stop at the convenience store and pick up a bag of Takis so I could do a little side-by-side comparison, but there's no need because they include something. I probably should have tasted these first before I tasted the sandwich, but let's give them a taste. Here we go. Itadakimasu. It's been a while. That coating is on there pretty heavily, and it is alarmingly red. Very much the red of a flaming hot Cheeto. Is it red 40? Red 40. It does contain red 40. So there's that. They're very sour, which I appreciate. They have a nice, strong, acidic flavor. Which in my opinion is a big distinction between the flaming hot Cheetos. These are significantly sour. It's supposed to be the lime. I don't taste necessarily a lime flavor so much. It's just kind of a sourness. Very, very crunchy, almost hard in texture, and great corny flavor. And there's some heat in there too. A level below Tabasco, I would say. It's not too spicy, but definitely present. And of course it stains your fingers red. I don't find these as, for my palate, as cravingly addictive as I find Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos, and the jalapeno Cheetos. I think maybe it's the level of MSG. Maybe they have more MSG. I just can't stop eating those. These are good, but I can put them down. These I'm excited about. These are the Fuego fries. And what I'm excited about is that there's some engineering involved. So you shake the bag and tear the top to eat the fries. So a little bit like some Japanese shaker fries that you can get in Japan. So you get some fries, you get a bag, and they give you a little packet of flavoring. You add your fries in there and you shake them up. I'll put video links down below in case you missed my taste test of those. Shake them up and then you get seasoned fries, right? Little participation, little funness. This one you don't get to add the seasoning. I guess it's already in there, but shake them anyways. I forgot to mention when I received my bag of takiness, I definitely noticed a chili aroma. Everything smells of chili, and it's kind of pleasant. It's a kind of toasted, dry, smoky chili scent. Rip this. I have to say, I appreciate this means of access to my fries. This might be something to consider doing on the regular, Wendy's. It keeps your fries contained and well dusted. So these are dusted just like Takis with a red powder. And let's give them a taste. Itadakimasu. I like those. It's interesting to have the Takis powder on something else, because then I realize how much of the flavor of Takis is the corn flavor and how much of it is just this kind of MSG chili powder. I like them on the potatoes. Salty, spicy, tangy. And now I can taste some onion powder. I taste that more distinctly on the potato rather than on the corn chip. The fries are pretty good. They're hot, a little bit fatter than a McDonald's fry, but kind of a shoestring style potato. Crisp on the outside, pretty good in the middle. Some are dusted more than others. Like, look at that one. That one's just completely encrusted. While this one is, kind of bare. So I could have shaken it more, I think. Let's try that really encrusted one. Wow. That almost tastes a little bit of celery powder. One thing I can think of as a drawback to this form of delivery in terms of packaging is that your fries would get soggier because they can't vent. They'd be steamy hot. And when you put them in a little cup like that, they can vent a bit and it kind of maintains a bit of crispness, but they do get cooler faster. You know what I mean? That was crunchy, but more dry than crunchy. Yeah, I like the seasoning on the potatoes more than on the sandwich. Oh, let's try this combination. So a Takis original along with a French fry. Whoa, that's kind of fun. I feel like that heightens the Takis experience. It just reiterates, this is a Takis meal, and is a bit over the top. It kind of dries everything out. It dries the French fry experience out. Oh, but maybe it will improve the chicken sandwich. Let's try that. Okay. This is why you give me the Takis, right? So I can do this. All right, let's try that. Make a mess. Again, for some reason, adding a Takis kind of just dries everything out. It makes my mouth feel parched by adding a fresh, out-of-the-bag Takis into this experience. Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? Because I have put chips or crisp in a sandwich before and quite liked it. But somehow it doesn't really work for me here. Maybe if I take a bite and a bite. No, still feels dry. I just had a thought. If you're sensitive to heat, it might be fun to get a Frosty so that you could have something cool and creamy along with something with a little bit of heat. Although, I don't think dipping it in the Frosty would be any good. That tangy, limey coating on there, I don't think would go well with a Frosty. Another dry one. Inhaled some powder. I almost forgot to mention the price. At my Wendy's, this meal was $12.13. So not exactly cheap for the Takis Fuego meal. And is it worth getting? The sandwich, not so much. The fries, those are kind of fun. Especially if you were going to eat your meal here when the fries are fresh and at their best. I think this would be worth trying. Fun. Alrighty, my lovelies, now that I'm coated in a fine dusting of Takis Fuego powder, I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please check out the drive-thru playlist if you want to see more fast food taste tests, and I shall see you in my next video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and follow me on social media. Alrighty, my lovelies, toodaloo. Take care. Bye! What's with the dry, crunchy ones? Not a fan.